I am explaining you the mode selection. Select the mode selection. You can see the test mode, manual mode, auto core, calibration, night recirculation. First of all, you have to do calibration of this machine. So select calibration mode. So some instruction is there. As per instruction, you have to remove these casings and mixer rotor from here and fix this calibration cup on mixing head. After fixing the calibration cup on mixing head, you have to confirm this. So you can see this time ISO RPM and poly RPM block. So you have to start with some certain value. Example 300 RPM of ISO or a 300 RPM of polyol, and time minimum 5 seconds is required. So after setting this value, you can press this button. So both material from this calibration cup individually you can take in a bucket and do weight of chemical individual. After weighting of both chemical, you can check the ratio, mixing ratio, ISO versus polyol. If it is okay, so RPM is okay, no problem. If you're not getting proper ratio of mixing, so if you need more ISO, you can change the RPM and you can feed some different RPM by increasing the RPM of ISO. If required to decrease the value of polyol weight, you can decrease the polyol RPM and again take same time individual shots and take individual material from mixing head and again weight. So some certain RPM you get your required mixing ratio of ISO and polyol. So that particular both chemical RPM you have to write down on your data sheets. After fixing the required ISO and polyol weight by RPM increase and decrease, you have to remove this calibration cup from mixing head and again fix this casing and rotor on the mixing head. Now you have to select test button, test mode. There is a test time. So right now it is already password protected. If you want to change test time 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, so you have to go through the utility screen. Normally it always do by 1 second. So after pouring 1 second time, you have to do test. Same ISO and polyol RPM you can see here as per the calibration mode screen. So after selection test mode, you take in a back shot or a cup shot of 1 second and check the weight of PU. You have to take minimum three number of shots of 1 second of test time, and what average value of 3 shots of PU, you check the weight and feed that value in this screen. If you get 55 grams per seconds, so you have to feed this 55 seconds in this screen. Okay, second is precast times. That means here is a sample button. So whenever you required for lab test in a cup shot, whenever you press this sampling button, so you can get some chemical, PU chemical for 1 second, and you can check all the properties of the foam like this. So it's called precast time. Now you have to again go to the main menu screen and go in the mode selection and select the manual mode. So, and again you go for the main menu screen and select 4 program buttons. So here now there is a 100 number of programs from 1 to 100. So you can set 100 number of pairs of your product. So from 1 number program, now you have to put the value of your mold weight requirement. Suppose the PU weight of this mold is 150 grams, so you enter the 150 grams. Accordingly, the pour time will calculate, because we have to already feed the machine's output per seconds in the test mode. So you can check it. In test mode, you have to set this practically PU output of this machine 55 gram seconds. It's example 55 gram seconds you have to set. Again go to the pour program. So next it's set this weight accordingly. Put 150 grams and enter this value. Okay. Now again you have to select manual mode and check that 1 number program has 150 grams requirement of mold. So 2.73 seconds calculated for pouring shots. Then you have to enter. Okay, and program is enabled. Then select second number of program. Second number of programs, if the mold required, example 160 grams, and enter, automatically it's calculate the pour shot time. And then for save this value, you must have to enter this button. So accordingly same up to 100 you set that value of mold weight here, and accordingly the pour time will calculate, and program number you can select, enable to enter. Now in manual mode, after putting all the data of 100 number program, when you start the production, so you can start from any number of programs. So if you start from 100 number programs, you have to pour this button and that material will pour. And in manual mode you have to select manually number of programs, and accordingly that you have to pour every mold by selecting the number of programs. Okay, now in auto pour you select the auto pour. So you can see here this program status. All green color is enabled for auto sequence. All 100 number of programs are in green colors are enabled. So when you start from program number 1 and you start the pouring from program number 1, so you can take 2 number of shots of each program and automatically it's jump from number 2. No need to press this button. So every shots of 2 seconds it's automatically jump. So in auto mode, so it jumps automatically next selectable enable program from all. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 38 numbers are enabled. So up to 38 numbers it will pour and jump automatically. When it's come from 38 numbers, so program number directly it goes jump from 38 to 50 numbers. So in between these all number red colors numbers are not in production line. So you see from 38, this is 38 number. After pouring of 38 numbers, it jumps directly 38 to 50 because 50 number here, 50 number 38. After 38, direct 50 number of program is enabled. In next page, so from 50 it's directly jumps to 100 because in between all numbers are not in production for continuous mode. You see the 50 number, it's force. These 50 numbers, and after 50 it goes to directly one number. So you can understand that means now you see you need 65 numbers to do enable. So you go to the 65 numbers, you go to the manual mode and again go to the power program, select 65 number and enable and enter, and again go to the auto pour mode. So you can see the 65 now enable. So after pouring of 50 numbers, from 50 numbers directly 65 program will appear for production. Then 65 to 100. So it's, you can In auto mode, you can select as per your requirement of production. So no need to select the number of program from here in auto mode. Now for password protected, you have to select utility screen, touch here and enter Polycraft enter. Again you see password is 1122, enter, log, press. So you can see the total number of counter and report panel. If you want to remote panel disable, so then from here that remote panel button will disappear here. When required from do production, here remote panel you do enable, then remote panel button will appear here and you can use this operator control panel from here. Okay, in utility. Okay, so every 5 minutes automatically it locks. So now you can understand all the HMI screen. Thank you.